They march to war. Unfortunately, they marched to war due to a mistake made by myself. I came in yesterday morning and noticed a lot of ants climbing out of the terrarium. I naturally assumed it was my ants attempting to escape their home. So many had left the area, I thought that most of the colony was gone, so I went and got another colony and dumped them into the terrarium. I was surprised to see that it was not my ants that had escaped. It was a older colony that I had put in there before. As a result, we now have a war between my ants, the Terrarium ants, versus the invaders. As you can tell, the invaders are greatly outnumbered, my guys. The Terrariums are the brighter colored red ants that are constantly getting triple, quadruple teamed, but are not backing down. With the odds heavily stacked against them, they continue to fight on and do not back down. They are not tucking tail and running. They are continuing to fight, even though they are outnumbered at least 3-1. It does not look good for the Terrarium ants. But I must say I have learned a lot about them in this war in particular. They are the most courageous fighting ants I've ever owned. They kick ants off of them, go on to bite another ant, take on 2 ants at once, as you see. The one in the middle of your screen has been battling on for over an hour, constantly getting bit, constantly biting others, right alongside its sisters. Here's an overview view of the battlefield, which is riddled in carnage. Bodies lay carpeting the floor. I placed a small piece of fish in the terrarium just to see if either side had the advantage yet. If one of them would have made a trail going to the fish, that would have let me know that the war is nearing an end. But obviously both sides are still occupied fighting one another. This will end up being the most brutal war. Underneath the crab claw, the Terrariums continue to defend their terrarium, biting one ant and going on to bite another, while taking bites themselves. At this point, I'm afraid no matter how courageous they are, it would seem as though they stand no chance against the vast numbers of the invaders. Looks like that guy's missing part of one of his legs, but still fighting on. His front left leg looks like it's been bit off halfway, but still not backing down. Here's another one in a sea of invading ants. Still not running, just fighting his heart out. One can only imagine what it would be like to take on a herd of people at once by yourself. Still stand your ground. Perhaps I should have named these the warrior ants. As you see, their majors are just as big, if not bigger, than my Terrarium ants. Doesn't matter. They're still fighting on. This war will go on throughout the night. We can come back and check on them tomorrow morning, but I do fear what the result will be. We'll take one last overhead view of the Klaw terrarium. As you see, the invaders have all bundled up at the top of the mound. Looks like they have the advantage at the moment, but time will tell. The surgeons are still battling on all throughout the terrarium. Let's come back in the morning and check out the scene. Any guesses on who you think will win? It is tomorrow morning as we stare down at the betta fish swimming area and the carnage that carpets the terrarium floor. Not much movement in the terrarium this morning. However, of all the bloody sacrifice and all the news, I do have good news. These are not the invaders eating breakfast. This is our surgeon ants. They did win the war. As a reward for winning the war, I have fed our surgeon ants a hearty breakfast of bacon, egg, and sausage. Now they can rebuild and hopefully re-establish their colony. Until next time, I hope you and yours continue to be blessed.